And so, because what's an interesting thing, though, is what we spoke about before and what we sometimes speak about when we talk about hardcore is there is also a thing called PMA, which is, what does it mean?
That is the positive side of hardcore. PMA stands for Positive Mental Attitude. And I think it started with a band called Bad Brains, and they wrote a song about it.
Mm-hmm. Where are they from?
They're from Washington, D.C., if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, U.S.
And why do you think so? Because you know the song, I would say. So why do you think? Was it something that at the time was like, oh, what's PMA, and like what? Like was it?
This band Bad Brains, they always had like really interesting lyrics and really like fresh concepts and different approaches to life, let's say. And they were one of the few fully Afro-American bands. And that wasn't that normal either.
No.
In the US.
Yeah.
So they were singing about like revolution and about like also social awareness. And within all those lyrics, there was one called PMA. Yeah.
So encouraging their followers to have a positive mental attitude to life.
Yeah.
And do you feel that is something that is it alive in the hardcore?
Yeah, from
lifestyle.
Definitely. Everyone started using the term and spreading more positive vibes and more positiveness within the hardcore and punk scenes because I punk think and hardcore are also very negative.
Yeah. Because I think people haven't when you think about hardcore and there's these, especially when there is bands playing, people are. Like they are jumping around and going around, and it looks like they're fighting with each other and stuff. So I think it is an interesting concept, right? That there's also, but there's also PMA, happening.
Yeah.
But do you see it? Do you see that there is a lot of positivity in this scene?
Definitely, yes.
And how? In what way?
Mainly because of what a lot of hardcore and punk bands are doing. So they are spreading the truth, they are talking about real issues, they are fighting against oppression, they're fighting against fascism, a lot of bands are vegan and they're spreading a vegan message, fighting against wars. So it is revolutionary, it is aggressive, but it is in the name of peace, in the name of a better world. So, and the dance and the moshing, it's just an expression that is part of hardcore and part of punk because it's also a way to
be together,
to express yourself, and to vent out.
Right, and
because
so
society is so oppressive and so
it's releasing in a way.
Yeah.
And so, was the song at the time important to you? Like when you heard PMA, could you remember when you heard it for the first time?
Yeah, it was, and I really like the band. I really like Bad Brains, and it is one of my favorite songs from the band.
Is it still is the band still going? Do you know?
They got together, I think, last year or 2 years ago to do a reunion tour shows. Okay. But I don't think they're actively playing.
But it's also amazing that you have a song that then also basically it was just a song they wrote, PMA, and then it just got used in the whole scene,
for example, H2O, the band, they're still active. They really observe a lot of that and put it in practice nowadays within the hardcore scene that we live nowadays. So they also mentioned PMA. Yeah. They also have their own slogan in a way. It's like one life, one chance. Yeah. So it is the positive way of like you have one life and one chance. Do it right. Like live for the truth. Embrace your life and don't waste it. Don't waste time. Do what you want and what you like.
And besides, so you coming from this scene and everything you've done, and you're also, I think, have a very positive impact on people when they listen to your songs, and especially when you speak, when you do when you have your gigs with Gaia, you speak a lot, you do a lot of spoken words. It's all about positivity. But I think also I am the same, and I think a lot of people always sometimes also go like, yeah, you guys have no idea, or like you don't live my life. There's a lot of people who are going through a lot of suffering or feeling very dark.
Yeah.
Like, is there any sort of advice that you could give them in a way that could be helpful?
Yes. I try to not tell others what to do, but just to share what I do. Yeah. That's mainly what I do with Gaia. So in most of my lyrics, I'm not necessarily saying you should do this, you should do that, you should live this way, you should eat that. But I'm sharing what I eat, what I do, what this helped me to achieve.
Yeah.
And I think that's better than actually pointing the fingers at someone or telling them what to do. So people can relate or not. Yeah. But I hope that they don't feel offended, because I'm not there to offend or to offend anyone. But that's you mentioned that I do a lot of spoken words, about being positive. But a lot of my lyrics and spoken words aren't necessarily positive. Aren't necessarily positive. What I do. But
would you call them negative? Like, is it the opposite of negative, or is it aggressive?
No. Or maybe more aggressive than negative. Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is that I try to turn anger and hate and frustration into a positive thing in real life.
Yeah, so you're shifting it, right? Yes. You're shifting it around.
So
using one specific energy to then...
and I turn it into love, into giving, into sharing.
Into a good song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and even in my life, as in me living my daily life routines, I try to... turn all the anger, all the frustration, all the hate I feel towards this world we live in, and everything wrong about it, into a positive mental attitude.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And is there, besides, you have you have your hardcore, you have your hip hop, you have your punk, is there anything else or anyone else that really inspires you still on a daily basis, or, for being positive or having this kind of, do you have anyone in your life?
You.
Aww. I didn't make him say this, people. Thank you.
Definitely you. But a few in Sparky. He's resting now. He's sleeping.
Yeah, he's sleeping. Shh, quiet.
In Sparky. But no, a lot of bands, a lot of people, or a lot of groups, a lot of activists that are really out there making a difference in this world.
Yeah.
So of course I get inspired not by someone in particular, but by a lot of actions from different people, either friends or people that I really don't know or never met.
Yeah.
So I really get motivated. Not only by what I'm doing with my own project, with Rice Clan, with Gaia, but also by other people's actions.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So when you see these actions, you experience these actions, that also inspires you and encourages you, to be,
And even talking about rap, of course, it motivates me to find or to see some of my friends that are doing pretty much what I'm doing, but on the other side of the globe.
Yeah.
Keep releasing songs, and I have a very good friend in Mexico, and it's so nice to see him now recording new songs for his new album.
Yeah.
And we're always exchanging messages and trying
so
to
you're
motivate
inspiring
each
each other as well. Yeah, of course.
We're
you're in it together.
And we're not that many, unfortunately, in the world. Doing what we're doing, which is quite specific. The kind of
because a lot of your lyrics are also about veganism and straight edge and activism, and which it's not about what most
it's not,
the famous hip hop artists rappers sing about. Yeah. So just before we go, how do people find? Yes, how do people find you? Because I'll definitely put some in the notes here as well where they can find you. But tell us, because I'm sure you're on Instagram.
So I'm on Instagram,
social media. Tell
on
us.
Facebook.
Yeah.
And there's also like a platform with my songs online.
Yeah, tell us. So what are they?
Spotify. I'm on Spotify.
Perfect.
People can type Gaia. So Gaea.
Gaea.
Exactly.
Gaea.
If they don't find it, just type like Gaia Rap or something like that, or Gaia Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I also have a platform, like a website with my songs on. It's called gaia.bandcamp.com.
Cool.
My Instagram is Gaia-reiro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Gaerrreiro.
Okay.
Gaia-reiro. It's
what
a
does it
word
mean?
joke. It's in Portuguese, warrior is guerreiro.
Ah, okay.
So it's a word joke with the word warrior, which is
Gaia,
guerreiro.
the
So
Gaia
I say Gaia-reiro.
warrior.
Yeah. And then on Facebook is Gaia.rap.
And then you also have your own label, you were saying, right?
Yes.
So people can find
I have my own label, which is called Conspiracy Records and Propaganda. And also my clothing brand, which is now also releasing my own albums, which is called Rise Clan. So the website is www.riseclanworld.com.
Perfect. Well, you can find all of this, dear listeners, in the notes as well of this podcast. We want to thank you all so much for listening. I thank you, Miguel. Thanks you.
Thank you
Sparky,
so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And thank you, Carol.
It was such a pleasure. It's so important to look after each other, to look after yourself. So definitely love yourself and love others, and be very aware of how powerful that can be. That's definitely a message that I really want to set out with this podcast, Go For Your Life, because you really can just go for your life. And when you liberate yourself and when you feel this beautiful feeling of happiness and freedom, then you are going to give that kind of light, to other people as well. And that's really what we should be doing. I think that we live in a world where everything is so about me, another selfie, another selfie, another selfie. But it's very much also about other people. And by people, I don't just mean human people. We need to look after all the people, the animal people, the tree people, all the other people included. So that's just what I really want to put out there. I'm super excited about this new podcast. I know there is like an ocean of podcasts out there. So I'm super grateful for you listening to this one. Thank you so very, very much. I hope you'll be there for the next episode again, and sending you so much love, inspiration, encouragement, and uplifting energy. Thank you.